Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it's a bigger box than I often make, and I thought I would show you how to make it. Now, I've made my own paper on the background and all the way around it, and I love it, and I've stuffed it with some tissue. Now this is just, well, this is actually special silver tissue paper. This is the tissue paper that I wrap my promotion gifts for my team when they promote to the Silver and Silver Elite titles. I wrap their goodies in silver tissue paper, and I put bronze paper around my bronze elites as well. And so I had a spare piece of this tissue and I stuffed it inside the top, and I thought it was lovely because it is an open box. I didn't want to put a lid on it. I just thought you could put a little goodie in there and you could stuff some tissue in the top and it would look gorgeous. The stamping that I've got on here, which hopefully you can see, this is the Whisper White Craft ink onto a piece of coloured cardstock. So I want to do this bit first because I want to set it aside to dry. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to come and build the box. So what I've got here is I've got a little piece of card that is 1.5 by 3 inches or 4 by 7.5 centimetres, and I've got my Whisper White Craft ink, and it's I don't really know how to describe it. It's slightly tacky. I mean, it's probably best dried with a heat gun, but I'm being super lazy today, not doing that. So I put Happy Birthday on this one. I'm going to do the same again. I love the Cottage Greeting stamp set. I'm really pleased that it's staying with us, and it hasn't retired, although the Cottage Greetings gift set has. This actually hasn't retired. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Now, before I stamp further, a few people have asked me about how I set my stamps up. So I wasn't planning to do a tip video today. What I do with a brand new stamp set, I take the sticker, because you get, let me find a new, oh no, I can't show you a new one because, oh, can I? Hang on, there's one I haven't prepped. No, I haven't got any spares here that I haven't prepped, apart from brand new ones, which I can't show you yet. But your rubber stamps come in a stamped sheet, and all the stamps are in that, and then you get a sticker sheet separately. So I put my stickers on the outside of the back of the box, and then I put the rubber stamps over it, and they cling really, really well. They will cling if you use the stickers, but you have to do a bit of a, you know, a little bit of a breathe on your stamps or onto your block, you know, or rub it on a piece of fabric or something like that to make it sort of slightly static. I just cheat and I'm a bit lazy like that. So, okay, I'm trying to line this up. I'm using my grid paper and I want to get the Happy straight. That's possibly not straight because I can't get my head over the camera, over the top of it. But we'll wing it and hope. So it's all inked up there. And again, using my grid paper, I really hope that's lined up. Oh, it is! Yay! That's always useful. Okay. Oh, that shows up more than on the blue. Oh, we're liking that. Okay, so I'm going to put that off to one side now so that can dry down. And I'm going to make this box. So you need a piece of cardstock that measures 8 inches by 11 inches or 20 by 28 centimetres. Oh, I've just dropped my scoring tools. And when it's finished, the box is a great size. It's 6.5 inches tall, so 16 centimetres. It's 3 3/4 inches wide, so 9.5 centimetres, and it's 1.5 inches deep, which is 4 centimetres. So a great size box. Love it. Okay, let me get my stylus out. So on the long side, we're going to score it at 1.5, 5 1/4, 6 3/4, and 10.5 inches, which in metric is 4, 13.5, 17.5, and 27. Spin it round and score it once at 1.5 inches, which is 4 centimetres. Now, as ever, don't worry about writing down the measurements. They're all on my blog. If you click open the description bar at the bottom of this video, or the side of the video, depending on the angle you're watching it at, you will see in my description there will be a link there, and that will take you directly to this project. I'm reaching for my bone folder. I've changed the layout of my office slightly. It's just out of reach. Okay, so burnish your score lines. I went for rose red with this project. Bermuda Bay and Pool Party on the original. I'm going Bermuda Bay and Pink Pirouette on this one. So that's the box made. And then you only need to nip away one little bit, and that is, there's a little skinny rectangle down at the bottom. I'm going to nip away that. I'm going to just mitre the edge very slightly. Oh, here she comes. Fennel. I think she knew that you all loved her appearing in videos the other day. I think she's got a slightly swollen head now. I think it's actually because I talk. When I'm doing a normal working day, unless I'm on the phone, it's actually silent in the house. So I think she's like, oh, there's people talking. There must be people here. Okay, I'm not going to build the box because I want to stamp and put this part on now. So let's just do this project completely all over the place today, shall we? Okay. So the pieces of Whisper White that you need for all the way around, you need two, one for the front and back, that is 6 1/4 by 3.5 inches, which is 15.5 centimetres by 9 centimetres. And then you need two for the side, she's very noisy, 6 1/4 by 1 1/4, which are 15.5 by 3.5. And you could probably stamp first and cut later, but you know, I'm stamping now, or I've cut first. I forgot to get the stamp set out. Oh my goodness, I prepped late last night. There we go, Garden in Bloom. And the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to do the outside. Now this is double two-step stamping, so you stamp an outside image and then you line it up to get the one in the middle. I like to just randomly scatter everywhere. So grab a block. And these are photopolymer, so they stick with no issue. Rose red for the outline, and just randomly go for it any way you fancy. Oh, that was all a bit too symmetrical there, wasn't it? Let's just throw one in the middle. So super quick, love a quick project. And always go off the edges because that's sort of natural with a piece of, you know, if you were cutting up a piece of paper that had been stamped, that's what would happen. I am just gonna clean up that because I want the block, but I don't want to cover myself in red ink. So I can peel that off. I'm a bit like this. I don't put anything down. I don't put it down. Put it away is my mantra, and then I don't have to do a double clean up. So this is the solid image. I'm going to come in with pink pirouette this time, and I'm sort of going in the gaps, and I don't mind if it overlaps. I quite like it overlapping. And because it's a solid stamp, it's kind of stinking. It's not stinking at all. It smells lovely. It's sticking. It's lifting up the paper. There we go. And then on the original one, I came in with Night of Navy to go in the circles around the centre of the solid images. I'm not going to do that because I haven't got a very dark. I wonder what Cherry Cobbler would like. If that would work. I don't think it would. No, I'm going to come back in with the Rose Red and a little tiny block. And come back into this set. And it's this image here that I want, which is on this same sheet. It's that one. You see these little arrows? That's how you know to line it up. That's how you line it up, I should say. Super tiny little block. Just into the centre of the. Oh no, Fennel, not today. Yep, she's back up on the desk. There goes her shadow. Oh no, and now she's gone. She's come up the side of the desk, walked across, and she's come down the side, and she's now sitting on my extra desk, which is where all my projects are sat prepped, waiting for me to film. It's outrageous. I wonder if I scooch forward, she might sit behind me and maybe go to sleep. Okay, there we go. Now I've got rhinestones on the box, which you can see here. I put those on after I have stuck everything down. So bring this bit back in, and I'm going to put snail all over the back of all of these pieces. Oh, blimey, I can't believe 9.5 minutes already, and I'm still at the decorating phase. Have I chatted too much today? which, mind you, once the box is built, there's not a lot to do after that, really. And there's a nice little border all the way round this, which is lovely. And it's just, it gives a pretty finish to it. You could put handles on this and make it a kind of a grab bag idea, but I liked the fact that it was just a sitting, you know, it would just sit there on the counter. Okay, fuse down the edge. Fold it over, so that's the back of the box. So I'm going to fold in 2 sides and the back, and then glue on the inside here. And I've got my greeting that has dried now, and I'm just rounding 2 corners. And it was one of the girls in my team, Jerim, who does wonderful video projects, and she did a great project recently with the cups and kettle stamp set, and she did something very similar to this, so I got my inspiration from her. And I loved just the fact that she had just rounded off. There we go. Oh, that's not rounding, is it? What's going on here? She's just rounded off the corners on 2 sides. I don't know why that's doing that. There we go. So a couple of dimensionals on there, or a lot. And I've got my rhinestones over here. Where's my scissors? I'm going to take the whole strip. So there's about 9 on there. You know, it's a birthday gift. Let's make it properly bling. Oh! There we go. And then I'm going to scatter 3 more up here. And then all I'm doing now is I'm going to take these biggest ones, fire them across the room, the biggest ones, and put them in all of the centres of the flowers. And I did it all the way round on my first one, and there is a very good reason. And that would be because I actually put them all over the back. And then after I did it, I was like, oopsie daisy, that's not what I planned. So I decided I was just going to go all the way around the box. And last one up there, and then I'm just going to get my piece of tissue. So I've got my tissue paper. I'm not one of these very arty people who can ruffle and fluff a piece of tissue perfectly, so we're just kind of, we'll wing it and do that. And there we go, box made. Let's put that in a bit more. There we go. What do you think? I like it. It's worth it for a 13-minute video and a pussycat who's come to visit. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.